Strike Suit Zero is a space combat action game developed by Born Ready Games that used independent funding from sources like Kickstarter. The game takes place in a future where man has expanded into the frontiers of space, but all is not well within it. War breaks out between the Earth and the colonial forces, and you serve as a pilot for the Earth Navy. The game lets you control a few different ships like a fighter, an interceptor, a bomber, and what the game itself is named for, the Strike Suit. Each ship does carry its own unique features, like the fighter having 3 primary guns and a well-balanced missile loadout, the interceptor is speedy and maneuverable, and the bomber just being a gigantic missile boat, spamming warheads all over the place, but the Strike Suit is the star of the game and is able to transform from an agile fighter to a robot with incredible firepower. The focus of the game is the combat. Once the player acquires the powerful Strike Suit, the difficulty scale increases. Pressure is put on by larger wave of fighters and interceptors, and the scale of the battle becomes more intense, starting from just defending your carrier against small Corvette-class ships to groups of capital ships slugging it out between each other. You'll be tasked with a main objective and a set of secondary objectives that affect the outcome of the game. Using the Strike Suit is a blast. By default, it's controlled like any other aircraft featured in the game, but once you destroy enough targets, you fill your flex meter and your ship transforms into a robot of death in strike mode. Along with its amazing firepower, it will grant you thrust maneuvering in any direction. You'll find that you'll push your Strike Suit to its limits to handle the game's challenge. The game's story follows a UNE pilot named Adams who, for some reason or another, has been disgraced and is just now coming back to flying status. This would be one of the weak points of the game in that its attempts to present its story is through in-game cutscenes and dialogue boxes of characters speaking through radio chatter. And this is done all the time, plus the ending mission seems to be an afterthought. Despite that, it still holds an intense atmosphere with a well-done soundtrack, and wild activity is frequently on screen. Strike Suit Zero is a great game to add to the space combat genre that was a hit in the 90s, and the sale price on Steam is about $20. It's a fast-paced experience that will keep you on edge. I'm Digital Fulcrum, and I hope to have given you plenty of insight on this game, and hope you enjoy it as much as I have.